Back here on the program, it's already getting a little out of hand in the commercial break as we get set for the panel. I love having writers on the show because they're the ones that are charged with taking this language of ours, whichever language you claim as ours or yours, and rearranging those words in a certain order to have impact. It's always in the power of a sentence, but sometimes one word by itself. One word can sink a ship, my friends, and Douglas Copeland's got that book, Worst Person Ever, who says a lot of those words that could sink a lot of those ships. So let's take that and build on it with the panel. Zabrina's here. Okay, Trevor Wilson's here. Scott's here. Hello, Scott Thompson. Hello, Zabrina. Hello, Kate Trevor. I mean, look, it's the power. Is there a word that you hear it and it makes you cringe?
Like.
Like in a sentence, or like it's because they couldn't properly...
When people misuse simile, it drives me absolutely crazy. And it's the downfall of our language.
I did not expect that.
Carry on. Kids, you use like in a sentence. It's like he's got a great big house. Does he have a great big house? Or is it something similar to, he lives in a barn, which is similar to a great big, oh no, it's a real house, then just say he lives in a great big house.
Okay, so like is your word. What's your word, Scott?
I hate acronyms.
Yeah?
LOL makes me ill. I just refuse to use it. Like, I think if someone sends me a text and they put LOL, it's game over.
You don't respond?
No, I don't respond. I never talk to them again as long as we live. I mean, we never text again.
Yeah, same thing with me, acronyms. I was talking to my daughter the other day, and there's one by Drake, I guess in a song, YOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that, and my daughter says, that's a thing now. People are like, oh, like her friends at school are like, oh, are you crying? YOLO! Like, just, I'm like, what is that? Yeah,
it's horrible.
You only live once, so it's an excuse to act like a jackass.
But...
Oh, that's
it's
what
like,
it is.
YOLO!
Do you think the power of the word, like, I mean, there's a great quote from Jay-Z, because he uses the N-word like it's his last name, and it drives me crazy. But he says, that's a CB4 joke. He says, I believe that a speaker's intention is what gives a word its power, and if we eliminate the N-word, other words would just take its place. If he says, I believe a speaker's intention is what gives a word its power, then he can't get mad at a white rapper using the N-word in jokes. Because that, to me, is a dumb response to it, because it's either the word is usable or not. I mean, does that word bother?
Context.
But is it really?
People don't like the context in which a word is used, and they blame the word itself for the context that other people is using it.
My thing is, I've always felt like, as a comedian, that it's usually people not in the group that are really outraged. I have it all the time. It's always white people attacking me for being racist or something. You know what I mean? They're always outraged, and I'm so sick of people being outraged.
Right, and so much has changed. It's certainly changed in pop culture.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about how progressive we are in the entertainment business, but in terms of dealing with those sorts of issues and those sorts of words and challenges, it was way more progressive back in the day, and we'll explore that next. That's a funny routine. You know, like your friend baiting you into that, it's funny, man. Back here on the program, we're talking about changing the nature of words and expression. I mean, I'm going to put it to you this way. The Jerk, Blazing Saddles, All in the Family. You make those shows today, and people will protest it. Watch Blazing Saddles again, and it's astonishing based on the subject matter, or even All in the Family, because of concerns of racial sensitivity and also cultural sensitivity. And you can make the argument that as we progress, we learn more about the past. But, you know, a lot of artists that might have been perceived as racist actually weren't. I mean, it's just changed, hasn't it?
The Blazing Saddles is where I first heard the N-word.
Yeah.
I had no idea, and my dad had to explain to me what was going on, because I did not get anything that was happening, because they had the drunk standing up on the...
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the sheriff is near, and I didn't understand that joke at all.
You know, a show like All in the Family, like, that doesn't happen anymore on television. Where they use the father's, the archetypal father's ignorance with a sweetheart to push the conversation about race and sensitivity and gender and sexuality forward. Do you think we could do that today?
I don't know, it's hard. Like, I used to watch a lot of South Park, and that was, wow, that was like...
Cartoons are the only place where you're getting away with that now, where it's fake people, so everyone excuses the behavior. But I mean, like...
Yeah, South Park and Archer are pushing...
Stan in American Dad is kind of the same as Archie Bunker, in the sense that he's got all these awfully offensive opinions, and the key to it is that character is always wrong.
Mm-hmm. The answer is to eliminate the third dimension. And then when people are two-dimensional, then they'll be able to say whatever the hell they want.
They sure can. Well, you're one of the greats of all time, man. Scott Thompson, give him a hand. Kids in the Hall, December 4th to 7th at Toronto's Isabel Bader Theatre. Trevor Wilson's got a Western comedy tour with Callback Entertainment, and he's also the Windsor Comedy Festival after Christmas. Check him out. Zabrina on Twitter. Follow her at Zabrina75. You'll find her out there. We'll be right back.